Hello and a very good evening to all of those who are watching me live on the Facebook page of News 9. I'm Neha and today we're going to speak about something very special. So we often hear the difficulty that the not so privileged face in their day-to-day life. We have heard many such inspirational stories and today I'm going to share with all of you one such story which will not only inspire many but will also leave several people determined to do good in life, to do great in life and say, if she can, I can certainly. A visually challenged girl has brought laurels to the entire country by securing 465th rank in the civil services exam. She had lost the sight at the age of 15, but that clearly did not deter her vision, which she had for herself. Her parents' support and her will is what kept her going to achieve what she has achieved today. And now I introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, Meghna Katie, who is just 25 years old and has achieved the unimaginable for many, at least for me. So, in fact, she of course has missed the ranking by just 5 marks the last time, but this time she made sure that she is able to achieve what she perhaps dreamt all her life. We discuss her inspirational achievement with all as she joins us to speak about how she stood against all the odds and redefined her life. Thank you so very much, Meghna, for joining me live on the Facebook page of News9 and welcome to you. First and foremost, many congratulations to you. This is absolutely stunning what you have achieved. I am, I don't have words to congratulate you and tell you how big of an achievement it is. So first and foremost, what I would like to ask you is, how did you decide that this is what I want to do and I'll settle for nothing less?
Thank you so much in the first place. Thanks for having me here. Well, to speak about the decision, that is IS, I thought of it when I was in high school for the first time. But back then I did not have much clarity. And post that I started losing my vision a bit and there was no clarity in what I was seeing. So career and dreams were more uncertain to me. And post that in final year degree is when I decided this is a wonderful channel to be there and to contribute something to the society. And this is also a wonderful medium where you can redefine disability. So for multiple reasons, I thought nothing less, but it's only going to be IAS.
That's so true. That's exactly what I said, that it's nothing less. She is going to settle for nothing less but what she's dreamt perhaps all her life. Now do tell me a little bit about your background. Do tell our viewers a little bit about your background, where you come from and about your family as well. Meghna, go ahead.
Right. I'm basically from Mysore, settled in Bangalore. I've graduated in journalism, psychology and English literature. Post that I did my master's in English literature. Currently, I've also cleared KS. I'm working as Assistant Director, Treasury Officer. As far as my family is concerned, we are 4. My father is a small businessman. My mother is a homemaker. And I have a younger sister, Bhumika. I had a wonderful support system in family. I must say it's collective effort. And because of their support and encouragement, I'm here today. And I'm very thankful to my family.
All right, you did say that you're a graduate in journalism. So what made you think that, you don't want to become a journalist? That's one thing is for sure. You must have given many of us a run for our money. But yeah, on a lighter note, what made you think that you don't want to do journalism and, let us go with IAS?
No, actually nothing made me think like I shouldn't be going for journalism. I took it because it was a package. I love literature. So I wanted something along with literature. It was journalism, psychology, also something that interested me. So it was a combination that I chose. And I thoroughly enjoyed the course.
All right. Meghna, now talking about your challenges part, what were the challenges you faced throughout your journey?
Right. Like I said, I was not born with visual limitation. I started losing it gradually when I was 15 years old. So it's not easy for a teenager, for a 15-year-old to accept things like that, right? So that was very challenging. And 15 years, I was in 10th standard. It's supposed to be a milestone in students' life. And I was all student life, I was very good in academics. And 10th standard was like a test for me. And that time, having this all new challenge was all the more difficult. But somehow I managed to score 97%. And back then,
Remarkable
my
feat,
vision was not
remarkable
this
feat,
bad.
97%, remarkable feat. All right, go
Right.
ahead.
So back then, my vision was not this bad. I took permission from the board. I sat in the sunlight. I used to use torch, go so close to the paper, see each and every letter, and write exams. So for few years, this is how I wrote. And PUC also, I somehow managed to get 92% and graduation somehow a topper. So academics is something that I always enjoyed to do.
So which is your favorite
But
subject apart from literature?
I think it's psychology.
Psychology. All right, that's
Yeah.
great. So, Meghna, you did mention that the biggest support you had were your parents. Do share with us
Yes.
how important is it to have parent support in whatever one intends to achieve.
Right. Especially in something like UPSC, which is a very long and tedious process. The exam itself is for 1 year and preparation requires another year, minimum of 2 years. One needs a lot of emotional support from family. That is something that I wonderfully received. And apart from that, in my case, I need a physical support in case I have to go somewhere. My father used to pick and drop me to my classes, to my um, discussions, etc. My mother would sit down and read Kannada literature to me. Kannada literature was my optional. And there are a lot of handwritten stuff that's available, which my software doesn't read at times. My sister used to read them for me. So I must say, it's like all four of us sitting together and preparing for UPSC.
That's wonderful. So, Meghna, how did those around you react to the decision of you taking the exams? Were they supportive and did it matter to you? I'm not talking about your family, but I am also largely talking about your extended family, your relatives. So, the question that
Right.
I've also asked you is that does it really matter to you?
Well, I think I had mixed reaction when I initially spoke to people about civil services and it's my decision. There were kind of mixed reaction. Few people thought it's not for me, it's not like someone like me. And few others were very, very supportive, very encouraging, and they said you should become an IAS officer, and that's going to be inspiring to lot many. So I did have mixed reaction, but having said that, it was always my inner calling. It was my decision, my intrinsic motivation that pushed me towards this goal.
So, Meghna, being visually impaired, how tough was it for you to compete with the rest?
Right. It is very difficult for someone with visual limitation because the number of hours that we put in reading something is always more. As simple as this. Somebody who can see can just glance through a page. But for me, I'll have to read it from top to bottom. And revision is something that's very important in UPSC or any competitive exams for that matter. But for me, revision is no revision. It's like a first-hand reading. And you must have seen lot other aspirants picking up a lot of years and shorthand notes on their almirah, on their walls. I cannot do that. For me, it's all listening, listening, and listening. So I will have to put more hours, and it's always more hard work.
So, Meghna, who would you like to thank apart from your parents for the wonderful journey that you have very successfully completed?
Right. I would like to thank Dr. Rajkumar Academy, where I did my foundational course. They have been very supportive throughout. I would also love to thank Vinay sir Insights, who has grown my answer writing skills and presentation skills in interview. And also, I would like to thank Venkateshappa sir, who was of incredible help in supporting my Kannada literature.
All right, that's great. So, Meghna, what is your advice to the future aspirants? Those who also want to take the same path as yours.
For all the aspirants who are wanting to take this exam, I would just love to tell you, have two C's in your kitty. First C is confident and second C is consistency. If you can believe in yourself, you can do wonders. And if you can consistently work hard, UPSC is definitely possible. Because it's difficult, it's not easy, but it's not impossible.
All right, all right. Thank you so very much, Meghna, for joining us on the Facebook page of Newsline. Well, that was the inspirational journey worth sharing with the world. If at all you like this video, do not forget to subscribe Newsline YouTube, like us on Newsline Instagram, Facebook as well as Twitter. Please take care of yourself and do remember, believing in yourself is the only thing that is extremely important. If you believe yourself, you can perhaps do anything that you want. Thank you so very much for joining me live, and please take care of yourself. COVID-19 threat hasn't subsided, as I've been saying throughout. Take care of yourself as well as your family members. Stay safe.